Good morning, everyone. It's Elizabeth Hunter here. I am coming to you live from my kitchen, also known as Dogtown, because they're everywhere. They're coming in, they're coming out. They are causing problems. They are tearing things up. They're getting muddy, muddy footprints all over my kitchen floor. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a good Friday morning. It's February. I have my tea. I have a book to give away to you guys. I'm going to give away a copy of Midnight Labyrinth, the very first Ben and Tenzin book. If you have read the Elemental Mystery series and you want to jump into something else that has the same vibe, but maybe a little bit more action, maybe a little even more kind of world travel, even slower burning romance, check this series out. This is the Elemental Legacy series. You could start here. There's some prequel novellas too, so you could start there. But this would be the series to jump into if you have not read it yet. This is more elemental vampires. Only this time they are recovering art and artifacts instead of books. So that's fun. That's what I'm giving away today. And if you want to enter, all you have to do is leave a comment. That's it. That's all you got to do. As always, it doesn't even have to be like a full comment. It could be like an emoji or something. All right, you guys. I'm not seeing any comments. Good morning, Catherine. Catherine is with us. Good morning, everyone. Let's see. I'm trying to like they changed the dashboard again, you guys. I'm not technologically savvy. Anyway, so this is what I'm giving away this morning. If you want to enter, please leave a comment. And please, I've had a couple times where I've picked a winner and I've like messaged you or I've notified you in the comments and people don't get back to me. So please do check your messages. I'd love to mail these out to you guys if and when I can get them. Also, let's see what else is going on. We gave away in Hunter's Haven. We gave a big elemental gift box away just for funsies. So if you are not part of my reader group, Hunter's Haven, you should join that. It's a lot of fun. The people in there are cool, and it's like a very non-book world drama place. So if you like books and like talking about books, like my books obviously, but people talk about other fantasy books too. It's just a fun place to hang out. Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, lots of people joining in. Valerie, good morning. Holly, good morning. DJ, good morning. Candace, good morning, everyone. I am pleased to see so many of you guys joining us. Jimmy, you made it. Good morning, Joe. Yeah, Hunter's Haven is fun, you guys. It's just a very, very cool group of, I think mostly ladies. Mostly ladies. We might have a few guys lurking in there. You hardly ever hear them talking. And I'm not gonna lie, with the name, I do wonder if some of them joined thinking that we were talking about like actual hunting. That's always a question. And then yeah, and then they realized they were hearing about vampires and now they're too shy to leave. I don't know. I feel like the few guys we do have in there, that could be an issue. Anyway, but welcome to everyone. We're welcoming to everyone. And we have a lovely reader, Catherine, who regularly curates a meme thread every week, which is always good for a laugh. All right. So what am I here to talk about this morning? Well, other than just saying hi, I wanted to update you a little bit on stuff that I am doing. A couple things. I'm revising the Secret Project book right now, aka the Dragon book. It's not just about dragons. There's a lot of stuff, but there's like a lot of mythological elements, and I'm Welsh, so I like dragons the best. Let's just be completely honest about that. Yeah, so I'm revising that right now, and then it's gonna go off into the world over to my agent, and we're gonna see what happens. So you will see it eventually. I don't have a timeline for it right now, but after that's done, I'm gonna start working on Tin God, which is, if you don't know that series, that's gonna be the fifth book in Carwood and Bridget's series, the Elemental Covenant series, and it's gonna be the seventh book in the Elemental Legacy series, because that is a crossover book. That is a Ben and Tenzin and Carwood and Bridget book. So you're gonna have you're gonna have delicious goodness from both of those vampire couples, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's the first time I've ever had four narrators in a book before, so we shall see how it goes. I might go crazy. Ooh, dragons is right. I will tell you, this is still, I would say, contemporary fantasy, but it has a lot more high fantasy elements, which as a longtime fantasy reader, I'm digging so much. Hey, hold on, I gotta get my dogs inside. Hey, come on. Come in, lay down. I left the door open so they could go in and out. But you know what? Hold on. Hark at them barks. Yeah, no joke. They love to alert all of the passersby. There's not too many today, actually. And I'm back. There's not too many today because it's raining. I don't know if you saw the news. It's raining a lot in California. We're getting some big storms in, which is always fun for us. We do like that. Bet all four of those vampires are very loud narrators. They are. I don't write any boring people. So I don't know of any boring people. Honestly, when you get to know most people, none of them are boring. So, but yeah, Carwyn, character. Bridget, major character. Ben, oh, he's spicy. And Tenzin, we all know what a pain in the butt Tenzin is. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting balancing act. Good morning, Catherine. I was just talking about your amazing meme thread that you do in Hunter's Haven every week, which is lots of fun. The pack are chatty, Nikki says. Catherine's dogs just joined in. Good morning, and you're welcome. You're welcome for all of the dog love. They're very chatty this morning. It's just me right now. My husband is in Ethiopia right now. I am wishing that I was with him, to be honest, because it's beautiful and warm there. He's in Ethiopia right now, so it's just me and the dogs, and they are not satisfied with this situation. There's only one person petting them. I only have two arms. It's unsatisfying on many levels, mostly because Dad does a better job feeding them. They're convinced that Dad is much better at all of the feeding things, and probably now Shauna popped in to say hi, and now she's headed to her graduation. The dogs are excited too. Shauna, congratulations. That's amazing. Have an awesome graduation. That's so cool. All right. Well, thank you for saying hi, and go graduate. Do you know that I saw the other day somebody popped up in my timeline on my Facebook profile, and they were getting their doctoral sword. Yeah, they got a sword to go with their doctorate, and I didn't even know this was an option, and now I'm wondering if I need to get a PhD. So Shauna, I don't know if you're getting a sword for your graduation, but I hope you are. That would be amazing. All right. So let's see. Catherine said she's excited for the concept of Carwyn and Tenzin trying to get along in the middle of Alaska. That's, here's the thing. Carwyn and Tenzin really don't like each other very much. Like, I love both of them, but it's one of those things where, like, you have certain personalities that rub each other the wrong way. That is one of them. So it's always fun to write them on the page together because they're so snarky. They're so snarky. And she loves being shitty and size shaming him, even though he is, like, he's just a big dude. Like, but she loves talking about how heavy he is and how awkward it is to carry him the few times she's had to do that. And she is tiny, of course. You can just imagine them, like, here's Carwyn, giant, and here's Tenzin. And yeah, it's fun. It will be fun, actually. Seriously, Catherine said she's Google searching which PhDs come with source. I feel like I think it's Finland, maybe, that, like, this is a very, like, long-standing tradition, like, all PhDs get swords, but I think this should spread. I love the idea of scholars roaming around the world with swords. I feel like that might be good for society. Anyway, so speaking of Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Josie? Is it Josie or Josie in Eastern Canada? I feel like I'm not getting that right. I feel like that is French Canadian, and I'm not getting that right. But do correct me. So high fantasy elements in the new series, and yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of mythology. It's definitely going to be a trilogy. I don't know when you're going to get it, and I know that's not a very satisfying answer. But the thing you are going to get very soon is, so it is Josie's. Josie's saying yes, so I'm going to say it is Josie. It's super cute. I love your name. Anyway, the thing you are going to get very soon is the audiobook of Fangs, Frost, and Folios, which is being like finalized right now. It's awesome. Good morning, Elsa. Finally made it to a live. It's been a while. Good to see you. I feel like maybe Facebook decided to just randomly like show more people, because for a very, very long time people were saying like, oh, did you do a live? I missed a live. I didn't see a notice for a live. And it's very difficult. I have no control over that. Like, you can like the page. I think liking and following the page helps, maybe, but the algorithms are mysterious. The more you interact with the page, like if you like pictures or leave comments or something, the more you interact, like it will it. I think it's more likely to show you. But you know, I don't run your life. I don't want to be nosy anyway. Um, so Fangs, Frost, and Folios is being finalized right now. It's already had the initial recording is already done. So the narrator is Sean Patrick Doyle, who does the Elemental Legacy series, this series right here. And so he did Fangs, Frost, and Folios, and so even though he's not the narrator for the other Elemental Mysteries books, he did that. I feel like he's the most familiar voice to readers. He just seemed like the best fit. And he's just a fantastic narrator. No AI narrators here. I hire actors because narrating is a skill and an art. And Sean does an amazing job. So not messing around with that. He's a great guy, very talented. So if you haven't checked out those books, please do check out those audiobooks if you're an audiobook fan. Not everybody is an audiobook fan. Also, let's see. Okay, Candace says stalking the page and setting an alarm helps. Yes, but like I don't always go on I'm not always on time. I was fairly on time this morning, but not always. um I get notifications when you comment about going live. Okay, so these are all tips. I don't know if they'll work for you, but I had a question the other day about two things about the audio for the Vista Delirio series, which I would like to do at some point. It's just kind of unfortunately low on the list of priorities. And then the 13th month, which I'm just having some issues with the narrator on that. And if you've read the book, you know, like it has so many accents. It has so many Amharic words, and it's it's a big project. That one is a big project. So that one's a little bit difficult. But anything elemental, I can work with Sean, and so I can plow through on all of those. So the Tin God audio should be coming, not too long after the book comes out. So that's always good. That one is scheduled. If you have pre-ordered that one, that is up for pre-order right now. If it's scheduled for, I think, July. I'm going to try and have it out early, though. I would like to make that early for you guys. Because otherwise, the only thing I have releasing between now and that is Worlds Apart, which is coming out on Tuesday. So I'm very excited about that. That's my adorable little romance novella. If you haven't read it yet, it's absolutely charming. It's set in Kenya. It is not autobiographical, but it is like there are elements that are about like how my husband and I met, and there's some similarities there. It's just a really fun, but I was mostly inspired by a safari our family did in Kenya about 4 years ago, which was amazing. And I was so impressed by like the people at safari camp, like the owners and the managers and the guides and everything. So it's kind of about it's about that. I've already had people on my ARC team asking for more stories about these characters. I don't know. I might at some point, but right now it's an adorable little standalone. It's just it'll put a smile on your face. I can pretty much guarantee. So I hope you check out Martin and Sunny. Intrigued by the lions comments. There are lions. Yeah, there's a little scene in the book where like the hero and the heroine like run into each other outside the camp. And one of the things that if you have ever been on safari, if you ever get a chance to, it is so expensive, but it is incredibly amazing. We stayed in a camp on the Mara North Conservancy, which means like it's a camp. You're staying in tents, the very nice tents, I will say, with like plumbing and all of that. It's very very luxurious, but they're tents. There's no permanent structures because the safari companies don't own the land. The land belongs to the Maasai people in the area. So they lease this land to the safari company. And so the Maasai are the landowners, so they are making income from it, which was super important for us. My husband and I are both very, very big proponents of community forward travel, meaning we don't like going on trips where the local community is not invested in the tourism economy, and that's kind of hard in many parts of the world. A lot of people don't realize like a lot of the money that goes into tourism doesn't actually benefit local communities. So when we went to Kenya, we wanted to go on safari. We wanted to find one that was benefiting the local community. And if you want the recommendation, I can give you the company that we use because they were amazing. So but the part of that is like these safari companies, which is what Worlds Apart is based on, like that's set in one of these camps. They can't build permanent structures, like they can't build a hotel. So you're staying in tents, which is super cool. That also means like lions and zebras and hippos, and don't get me started on the hippos. They can roam around. There's no walls. There's just animals, lots of wild animals, and hyenas. The hyenas can be very, especially at night, can be very curious. So if it is after dark and you want to leave your tent for any reason, like you want to, they have a beautiful like a club tent kind of that has a bar and so if you want to go out after dark, you got to wave down a guard that has a rifle with a flashlight. Now they don't shoot the animals, but they'll use lions are actually pretty shy around humans for the most part, like so they'll shoot the rifle kind of into the sky to scare the lions off if they come too close. This didn't happen while we were there, by the way, but it can happen. And so like you can't leave your tent at night. You have to use your flashlight, wave someone down, and they'll come and like escort you with an armed guard. And so Sunny, our hero, and she leaves the tent and she's in a towel, just looking at the stars, and she drops her flashlight and Martin comes over because he thinks she's signaling, and so she's in a towel. And that's a fun scene. And then she has questions about why he's carrying a gun because she hadn't gotten that lecture yet. Anyway, so it's good. It's fun. It's so cute. Josie said she would love to glamp among the animals. That's 100% what it is, and it is so freaking amazing. Like the first day we were there, I'm sitting at this bar having a gin and tonic because it's warm and I love a gin and tonic when in the summertime, and they're literally zebras just like walking past the tent while I'm sipping my gin and tonic. It did not feel real. It felt amazing. I was actually watching a show the other night where somebody said they had negative associations with the word safari because they associated it with hunting. And I'm here to let you know, I'm sure hunting safaris do exist, but the majority of safaris that you see are animal viewing safaris. These are safaris that are conservation minded, and they're not involved in hunting. There's some fishing sometimes. My son went fishing with one of the guides, so that's about it. Hyenas are big. Hyenas are creepy. Hyenas are big, and they are creepy, and they look like two different animals mashed together, and I don't know how to explain it. But I don't like the ones in Kenya actually were not as big as some of the ones I've seen in Ethiopia, and I've seen quite a few in Ethiopia, especially around Harar. There's a whole hyena culture in Harar. which is a walled city. I'm going to tell you this story and it's going to creep you out, but it's real. This is real. Um, so Harar is a walled city in Ethiopia. It's incredibly beautiful. It has some of the most, like, the dress and the traditional dressing of the women in Harar is insane. It's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Just Google Harar, not Harare. That's Tanzania. I think. I think that's Tanzania. Anyway, Harar, Ethiopia, Harar, and like Google how the women dress because it's so stunning. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Anyway, but that's a very old city. It's a walled city, and so the thing, and it has hyena gates. It has hyena gates in the walls of the city, and they lift them at night. I'm not even joking, guys. They lift them at night, and the hyenas. I don't know if they do this as much anymore because it's a really big city. The hyenas will come in to the walls into the city at night and like eat the garbage because they're scavengers. So like they would go to the meat markets and the butchers would just like leave out any of the like the entrails or the things from the animals that they didn't use, and the hyenas would eat them. And I'm not even joking. This is a thing. This is the thing that happened. It's so creepy to me because hyenas freak me out. But that's fun travel facts from Elizabeth Hunter. If you want to go to Harar and feed a hyena, you totally can. They are not, apparently, they're not aggressive there. So that's a thing you can do. You're welcome. Now you learned a new thing. You can visit the hyenas in Harar. Coco does not want to visit the hyenas. Thank you. She just wants pets. So this is Coco. She's getting big. She's getting to be a big girl. Look at that. Look at that big face. She is. She's getting to be a big girl. No, stop licking me. No, enough. Baka. Thank you. So yeah, we're teaching her in Amharic and English. So she's bilingual. Anyway, so yeah, this is Coco. She's getting big. She got a big girl haircut. Look at that face. Oh my goodness. Look at that face. And wiggle butt. Down you go. Okay. She's going into her teenage collection. Sorry. I was reading something and saying something. Saves on, DJ says it saves on rubbish collection. The hyenas? Yes. Yes, it does. That's very true. Yeah, hyenas are incredibly important to the environment. I don't want to dismiss that. I just find them creepy. Even like the little ones. My husband thinks the little ones are cute. No. He also thinks raccoons are cute, so his judgment can be maybe a little. And he married me, so maybe we don't trust his judgment. I don't know. But yeah, she's getting big. She's yeah. Her little tail white. She's pretty ridiculous, you guys. She's so cute, and she can be really naughty, which it's like, if you've been a parent, you know this. Like sometimes your kids do something really naughty, but also really funny, and you're like, that's bad. You're in trouble, and you're trying not to laugh. That is pretty much every day with Coco. Pretty much every day. Catherine says raccoons are cute. Can we get a consensus on this in the comments? Raccoons are not. They're not cute. Not real raccoons. Okay, they're trash pandas, and they're assholes. We all know it. You know it. We all know it. Anyway, remember, leave a comment because I am giving away a signed copy of Midnight Labyrinth today to one lucky reader. Yeah. See, Joey watched a National Geographic special on cheetahs. Fascinating. And hyenas creep me out. They do, and they'll steal the cheetahs. They'll steal the cheetahs' kills. So yeah, but they are incredibly important, hyenas. I'm sure raccoons are important too. Cute but vicious, right? Okay, so maybe, you know what? Josie's from Canada, and one of my best friends who lives in Canada has also had so many aggressive raccoons around her house. So maybe Canadian maybe it's not just the geese, you guys. So here's my personal theory. I'm not saying all Canadians are nice, but let's face it, most of them are. Most of them are pretty nice people. And I think they stay so nice. I know we've got some Canadian readers, so you chime in. Chime in if I'm wrong. I think Canadians stay so nice because they put all of their meanness, aggressiveness, and anger into the geese. If you run into a Canada goose, you know I am not wrong. They are assholes. Worse than raccoons, maybe. So I think maybe they channel all of the anger in Canada into the geese and send it south. Um, but maybe the raccoons are part of that process as well. Um, I'm just saying, Josie, I think it's they should study it. I think it's possible. Um, I don't know. I don't know that I'm wrong. I feel like this is a solid theory. Also, not all geese are like that. I assumed all geese were mean. No, it's not all of them because there's these Egyptian geese in Ethiopia that are actually lovely and like very mild and very sweet. Of course, people don't eat them either. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe the geese are just smart and they know that that we use them for food and they resent it. I get that. That's fair. That's fair. All right, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna say, do you have any questions for me? I've pretty much I've updated you. Just so you know, the link, the pinned comment on this video is a link to my direct store. Don't forget, if you buy my books directly, if you pre-order them directly, you can get Worlds Apart a day early. You get it a day early if you buy direct. So, you can pre-order it over there. It's $3.99. You can get it on all the major retailers. It's also going to be available in paperback. I was supposed to have paperbacks today. I'm so annoyed. My shipment got delayed. But there's this adorable little paperback. It's super cute, and I think it's only $7.99. I'll have to double check on that. I think it's only $7.99. It's really cute. Love it. It's so cute. I'll show you next week. Okay. So yeah, next week is release week for Worlds Apart. Buy it if you just want something romantic and sweet and fun and cute and funny. Like everyone needs that sometimes, right? Yeah. Um, I don't know if I'll do an audiobook for that. I might. I might. I'm gonna have to talk to Ava. I bet she would do a kick-ass job narrating that. Anyway, so I hope that does well. Tell all your friends. It hasn't gotten a ton of pre-orders, which I kind of didn't expect it to because it was a little bit of a short pre-order, and a lot of people already bought it last year when it was in the Loving Hearts anthology. So this is a separate title. But if you haven't read it, or if you have a friend that you think like you just want to give like a little pick me up to, I think it would make a great gift. If you have a friend that's down who likes romance books, it's just, I mean, granted, I'm making money off of it, so I'm not self-interested in this, but I just think it's so fun. It's so cute. I love it. Anyway, any other questions? Amanda, you're late, and I'm wrapping things up. Do I have any holidays planned for the year? I'm going to be at Book Bonanza. I don't know if I can call that a holiday because I'll be working, but it's kind of a holiday, and I'll get to see a bunch of my writing friends, which is, let's be honest, half the reason I go is like to see amazing readers, obviously, but a bunch of friends that I only get to see kind of at Book Bonanza. And Elsa likes my glasses. Thank you, Elsa. I like them too. I actually bought some of these just that are blue light lenses that are not reading glasses, because these are reading glasses, that I just wear around sometimes because I think they're super cute. I like them too. Let's see. What else? Okay, other holidays I have planned. This is not a holiday, but I may have a book if you are in the Visalia area, Visalia, California, Fresno, Central California area. We just got a Barnes & Noble open in town this week. I'm so excited. We haven't had a big bookstore. We do have a little one downtown, and I've had mixed experiences with them. But the local Barnes & Noble, actually, the store manager, reached out to me about doing a signing, and I would love to do it. I'm so excited to do that. I already spent a bunch of money at the store. What did I get? You ask. What did I get? Most of the books are kind of scattered. Oh, okay. So here I got this one. I have been reading this, which I heard people talking about it for ages and ages. This is delightful. If you like fantasy, please, please check this out. It's wonderful. It's won all sorts of awards. It's beautifully written. It's darkly whimsical, I would say. It has a lot of fantasy elements. I love the heroine. It's fantastic. It's excellent. Please check out Nettle and Bone. That's what I've been reading this week. I'm about halfway done. It's wonderful. I love it. What else did I got? I got some other ones. I got this one, which is a crime thriller, The Fury. And I'll be completely honest, I bought it because like the cover is so intriguing. It's set in Cyprus, I think. I think it's set in Cyprus. It's set in the Mediterranean. Look at that cover. Look at that gorgeous evil eye. I love it. I love it. Anyway, so this is not fantasy, but it's a kind of a crime thriller. It had kind of Knives Out vibes, I guess, like kind of Agatha Christie. I haven't read this author before, but he's very well reviewed, so I will let you know what I think when I finish this one. And I bought a bunch of other stuff too. I'm so behind on my reading. I will let you guys know. Tamara asked, when is the B&N signing, the Barnes & Noble signing? I will let you know. I'm not confirmed on a date with them, but the store manager was so amazing. If you're in the area, please go check it out. It's an incredible store. It's so beautiful. They have a huge romance section. They have a huge fantasy section. When I was there, it was absolutely packed with young people. So I love seeing that. I love, love, love seeing young people hanging out at the bookstore. There was a big manga section. There was a big, they had like bookish goodies like, did I need another blank journal? No. Yes. Of course. I always do. It's so pretty though. Look at that. Look at that gourd. And when it's giving me like vibes of my current work in progress. So that's kind of why I bought it. Anyway, so isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. It kind of matches my tile a little bit. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, go support your local bookstores. And for us, that's Barnes & Noble. And so I will let you know when I will be doing that signing. Other than that, it's Book Bonanza. And what's the other one? We should be in Ethiopia for like a nice, long, fat visit. Be there, well, not a visit. We could be living there for the fall. But that's a ways away. Other than that, I don't have like a lot of holidays planned. Don't know what my son's plans are this summer. He might be busy. He's got a line on a very interesting job that I'm not going to tell you about because it's not really any of your business. Sorry. He's like, I just try and respect his privacy. But sounded very cool. And yeah, I miss him a lot. It was so nice to have him home. We had a great visit over the holidays. He had like almost a full month off, which was awesome. And the dogs, of course, loved having him home. It was not just me. They're like, oh, thank goodness, more people. Oh, she's tearing up a receipt now. Where does she find these things? Anyway. All right, you guys, I've been jabbering for over half an hour now, so I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to leave a comment to be entered to win a signed copy of Midnight Labyrinth, which is the Ben and Tenzin series in my Elemental Vampire series, the Elemental Legacy. You can start here. You can start with A Hidden Fire, which is this book. Also, I'm working, I mentioned this on the Clock app the other day, that I am working on some special editions for those books that will be available at Book Bonanza. So I'm excited about that. And if the ordering process and everything goes well, then I might make those available in my bookstore. Anyway, okay, you guys take care. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to let you go. Have a great weekend. What else? I'm going to finish reading this book later because it's fantastic. And also, did you know on YouTube, if you put like ambient music in, you can get like fantasy, like game ambient music, which is super fun, and it's like the perfect background reading music. So yeah, anyway, check that out. All right, you guys have a wonderful weekend. It was so great to talk to you. I will be cross posting this on the YouTube later, and have a wonderful day. Read something wonderful and have a good one. And I'll see you next week. Don't forget to pre order Worlds Apart and send it as a gift to someone because just that they need a smile. There you go. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.